watching FII. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Now, this year's Delhi University elections, in fact, actually admissions this time around, forgive me, elections on our minds, but we haven't forgotten about admissions at this moment. They have really broken all records. At least 3 courses in Lady Shri Ram alone have a cutoff percentage of 100%, and apart from that, guess what? 30 other courses, 30 other programs across the university have at least 99% cutoff list. These are unprecedented times, of course, in midst of a pandemic, which also means that you cannot actually go to the university for your admissions any longer. All of that will be done online. What is that process going to be like? What should you be looking at? That's our focus on FYI today. First up, if you are also amongst all those students across the country wondering how the DU admissions is going to happen, this is what we are gathering from the university so far. Listen in.
In fact, once the student register on their portal, they will find something known as a suggestive calculator. A word of caution out over here that it's a suggestive calculator, so naturally all the combinations are of different boards. It might not taken, but CBSE, yes, it is taken. So that certainly gives an idea to the applicant that what is going to be their cutoff and which all courses they can apply.
But as you must have seen, the entire education system has moved online and it's not flawless in our country. But do you think that will create problem for some students who probably don't have a great infrastructure to apply for admissions?
See, yeah, that I totally agree, that since it's the first time, so there could be a small glitches. But we all are available for the students, and whenever we are coming to know if there is certain issues, we are getting it resolved ASAP.
Okay, and if someone doesn't have a system, let's say, to apply online, is there any substitute or is there any option?
No, there is no option for the offline. The students have to apply online.
Alright, so no online, in fact no offline applications, only online admissions will take place. A list of eligible courses and colleges will appear on your dashboard if you go to the Delhi University website, and from there will be a suggestive calculator like that individual was telling you on your screen earlier, where that was a dean of admissions actually from Delhi University, and she explains that will give you a top of your best of 4, which if it aligns with the cutoff list of the course and college, you might make it. So that's the process. But apart from that, there has been a huge uproar online as well about just the fact that these courses are not just 1, but like I said, 3 with 100%, almost 30 with 99%. What exactly are the reasons for that? There are 2 primarily that the FII team have been able to find out. One, that constantly over the years, the performance of students in their class 12th examination. There are lots of universities that actually, students from lots of universities that apply for DU, but mostly are from CBSE. Their results are constantly going up with a lot of lenient marking and a lot of, there's a whole debate going on over why these high percentages have been popping up at the moment from CBSE. And the other is that colleges, they have limited seats. If constantly the cutoff to ensure that you have limited students coming in on those seats and the best of the lot, they go on to up their cutoff list. So that's primarily 2 reasons why it happens. But let's hear from the students themselves on what they're feeling about these cutoff lists at the moment. We have Navneet Kaur joining us. Hi Navneet, welcome to FII. I'm told you have a 96.75% at the moment. What are your aspirations? Have you got Delhi University on your mind?
Thank you, ma'am. Firstly, I would like to thank NDTV for giving me a chance to represent the students. Ma'am, I have scored 96.75% in my board examinations, which is exemplary, I feel, but still I fear that will I be able to get into my dream college, because the college cutoffs are so high this time. And there are I feel there are similar students like me who, in spite of scoring a 97 or 98% in their school cutoff, in their school board examinations, will not be able to get into their dream colleges. And we all know that Delhi University has a rich cultural diversity, exposure, and the legacy which it carries forward, which motivates students to perform well so that they get into the colleges. But this time the cutoff lists have themselves disheartened the students.
Right, that is the question on everybody's mind. But before I ask the professors to sort of jump in on this, I'm going to see if we have Akshit Dahiya with us.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello,
Akshit
Sonal.
Dahiya is with us. He is the president. Hi. Hi, thanks and welcome to FII. You're the president of DUSU at the moment. You have a huge responsibility upon your shoulders this time around, as students from across the country cannot actually reach the campus because all of this is happening. Remember, these are admissions in the times of a pandemic, in the times of COVID-19. What exactly can they do at this point? Could you quickly take all our viewers through what is the application process going to be and how can sort of all you students at the moment help the newcomers?
Yes, this time the admission procedure is centralized and online, and it is a simple 5-step procedure. First, you have to go to the website ug.du.ac.in. Then you have to log in with your email ID and password that you have log in while doing the registration with the same email ID and password you have to log in. Then you have to apply for your respective course and colleges, seeking your eligibility criteria. Then there would be document verification, and at last you will get the option to pay fee. Now it looks so easy, but it is not so easy for the students who live in rural areas or who does not have good net access or are facing some other issues. So for them, Delhi University Student Union has first time made an online multilingual help desk. Like if a student is from Assam and he is not fluent in English and Hindi, he cannot convey his problem in English and Hindi. He need to call Delhi University Student Union helpline number, or he need just to mail at our helpline ID. And the student volunteers from Assam will get back to them, and in their regional language, they will solve their issue. So this is what we are trying to do. We are focusing more on the students that are from rural areas and that are not much comfortable in English and Hindi. So for them, we have made a multilingual helpline. Also, Delhi University Student Union, along with its 500 student volunteers, are working together in a channelized way, in a positive and a constructive direction for the student self. And as far as the cutoff is concerned.
Okay, so this dashboard, Akshit, that you talk about, this dashboard, students can get to pick multiple colleges and multiple courses. It will be like that form that used to come earlier?
No, actually you can only apply for one college and one course in one cutoff. Like if you will apply for 2 courses or 2 colleges in one cutoff, then your admission leads to the cancellation. So you cannot apply for different courses simultaneously. Yes, if you want to switch your colleges, then there is a withdrawn form that you have to fill in your next cutoff, and according to that you have to just pay 1,000 rupees of your withdrawn fee, and then you can switch to another course or another college. But simultaneously you cannot take admission in different courses or different colleges.
Okay, and how do you think, Akshay, this is going to impact students? Because earlier there were lots of options available. This is quite a drastic step this time around.
No, actually, the students, while doing the registration, they have applied for almost all courses and all colleges. Earlier also, there used to be that students can apply for the courses and colleges. They can apply, but they cannot take admission simultaneously in different colleges. Like if I'm a student, I'm an aspirant, I cannot take admission simultaneously in Ramjas and KMC at one time, in one cutoff. That was the rule earlier also.
And how does, and all the paperwork that had to be done, it will all be uploaded online?
Yeah, every paper would be uploaded online, and admission would be given subject to the verification of physical also. Like when there would be classes coming up, offline classes coming up, then there would be physical verification of documents also. So the provisional admission would be given, and then physical verification also be done at that time.
All right, and how prepared do you think, Akshit, the Delhi University website is for this? We've had lots of instances in the past where the website crashed at the time of coming out with cutoffs, of admissions as well.
Yes. There were many times that the site used to crash. So this time Delhi University Student Union also suggested the university to take all the data on the cloud, so that there is no possibility of site crashing. So this time all the data is being collected on the cloud, and every procedure is done on the cloud. So that would lead to no crashing of the site, and we have not get any information till now or any instance till now that the site has been crashed. So this has came like fruitful for the students.
All right, just stay on with us. Let me take it forward to our other guests. We've got M.M. Ansari joining us. He's a former UGC member. Sir, your comments on how these, at least like I said, at least 30 courses with 99% cutoff, 3 with 100% at a time of a pandemic when everybody is already quite stretched out. How do you, your first reaction to all of this?
Well, thank you, Sonal, for having me on your show. First of all, I would like to express my happiness to see that so many of our students are doing so well that they are scoring. I mean, the thousands of students have scored more than 90 and 95% marks. At the same time, I would also like to congratulate all those who are able to secure admissions in their college in the courses of their choice. Now, the issue is, of course, not about the transparency in the admission policy that is doing very well. There is not much of a problem, but the problem is that there are limited seats and there are too many students who are rushing for those seats. Now, this raises a larger question that why is it that we have the limited seats, that we are not able to accommodate our brilliant boys and girls who are seeking or who are capable of benefiting from the higher education system. That is the issue which we need to debate and discuss. And this problem of admission and denial of seats to large number of good students is not a new. We have been observing for the last several decades that this has been happening. And this time around, we begin to discuss that why is it that our students who have scored 90-95% marks, they are denied of the good opportunity to learn in best institutions. I must tell you that why is it that all the Delhi colleges are attracting so many students? The reason is that it is Delhi only and all the colleges which are fully or largely subsidized by the government. You don't have any other city in the country where large number of colleges and the universities are centrally funded, which is why large number of students from across the country are coming to Delhi and seeking admission in these colleges. So while they may have benefited from the private schools, they come from the better off sections of the society, but they have the benefit of quality education as well as the subsidized education in Delhi, which is why they are coming. And we have had education policy in 68.
Hold that thought, sir. Hold that thought. I want to bring in Dr. Vijay Datta also on this one. Dr. Datta, one of the primary reasons why the cutoffs are so high is because more and more we are seeing the school boards grading candidates quite liberally, if I can call it that. For instance, a prime case is that despite having the highest cutoff percentage last year of 99%, and this is, I believe, for BA Honours Political Science course, the colleges saw admission of almost double the number of students that came to them the previous year. Is that an area that we need to look at now?
Definitely, we'll have to look at it because it's created a massive problem. While it's a good field factor that a lot of students have got 100% marks, but the situation that it has led us to is really bizarre. It is really unfortunate and unprecedented. This year has been quite difficult, and this has added to the problem. What has happened is it's like the Duckworth Lewis that you have in cricket, that the exams which were left, not held, the business studies, home science, biotech, geography, computer science, and information practices, if one subject was left, best of 3 was taken. If 2 subjects were left, then best of 2 were taken. But this left us feeling that there has been a foul play. All those who have been lucky to score well out of this are happy, but there are a lot of stakeholders who feel rather unsatisfied with this kind of calculations. And it is very bizarre that the 5,000 students applying in the DU have got 100% marks in 4 out of 5 subjects. The statistics show that more than 95% students have got, 39,000 have got more than 95,000, and 1,57,000 have got more than 90%. So this has led to a very difficult situation. And I really don't know how these students would be accommodated.
Is this conversation on within schools and within these boards really? Have they started at least talking about this, addressing the issue?
Well, this is happening in a way because the NEP promotes the Common Entrance Aptitude Test. The common test has been promoted by the NEP, which is a good idea. And because this competition between the boards is not very nice, as all boards tend to give more and more marks to their students so that they stand a chance to get into DU. Now the problem is, other than the DU, they must also come up with good universities in other states, so that the pressure of the Delhi students is kind of released and they don't feel left out. This year, you know that the children going out has not been so much, for the simple reason the pandemic hasn't permitted them to go out. So there is even more applicant pool pressure, and
absolutely, I agree with you 100%. In fact, on that note, let me bring in another voice of a student. This is what a student from the capital, I believe, a question and a comment that she has sent, FYI. Listen in.
एक्चुअली इस साल जो कट ऑफ जा रहा है ड्यू का बहुत हाई है, जिस कारण से हम लोग को मेंटल स्ट्रेस हो रही है। ऐसे पैंडेमिक का बहुत स्ट्रेस है हम लोग के ऊपर, और ये सब देखते हुए हम लोग को बहुत स्ट्रेस फील हो रहा है। और हम लोग का इस बार कम्युनिकेशन का, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का बहुत इशू है।
All right, stress during the times of a pandemic. Dr. Sumant Kumar, do you want to come in, take that question on how do you deal with the students who are facing, there are several of them who are facing the same?
First of all, let me thank NDTV for bringing me in. There are a lot of issues students are facing, and that's why Delhi University has decided to do the entire process online. So no student is expected to come either to college or university or anywhere. Anyone can do it from their home. And since this last 3, 4 or even 7, 8 months, the corona has started, everyone is familiar now with the internet and other settings. So Delhi University has always been a trendsetter, and we have done it. And in fact, Delhi University was planning to do these things online even before corona came, because these all things started in November somewhere last year, and there was a proposal to do these things online. And in this present situation, whatever help the university can extend, either for their grievances or for any of the queries, we are providing enough platform through online mode, through helpline, that a student can take admission from anywhere. And classes are not going to start soon in the physical mode, so students can attend the classes even from their far places, wherever they are. So Delhi University has always been extending its hand to the students, because university is for the students, with the students. Without them, university has no value, no meaning.
Right. But Dr. Kumar, can you shed some light on what exactly is happening in the university at the moment? Could you give us an insight into by when do you actually plan to start with classes? And at the moment, if online classes are the way forward, how is that going to happen?
Actually, classes for second year and third year is already going on in the online mode. For first year students, the date is already announced, that is 18th November onward, the classes for first year will be starting. And that will be in online mode or in physical mode, that we can't comment right now, because it depends upon the government. Once the government takes a decision, we will be abiding by that decision. So right now, what the university is doing, that we are providing enough opportunity to the students. You come through any medium, you are coming from any background, whatever you are having, if you have deficiency of certificate, we are providing you an opportunity. You could not upload your mark sheet, we are providing you an opportunity. So we are always open for the
and what
students.
Is that?
Sorry?
How exactly, sir?
See, since yesterday, the admissions have started. Now, the student, the moment selects the course and college, already this detail has been provided by the DUSU President Akshit. He has already spoke to you about these things in detail. But I want to say that when a student is facing an issue, that he is getting a message that his form is rejected, we are checking from our end, from university end, that his form is under consideration. We are providing help. We are getting so many issues through email regarding queries also and grievance also. We are dealing with them simultaneously so that the students can be relieved. They are staying at home. They should not be in tension. Their parents should not be in tension. So they should be happy.
In fact, let me bring in Navneet at this point. Navneet, you have all the best of the professors at the moment and all the help that you need. If you have a question, please go ahead.
Sir, I have a question that once the documents are verified, how long will it take for the college to provide the link to the students? Because there are a large number of students who are facing this problem, that the certificates are taking a long time to get verified from the college, and after getting verified, the university has updated the status verified, but there is no further information on what to do after that.
Yeah, should
Dr.
I answer?
Kumar, you want to take that? Yes,
Yeah,
please, go ahead.
I'm just answering her query. See, the student is given a choice to select the college within a span of say 72 hours, because on 12th, on 13th, on 14th, on any day, a student or applicant can select the college. Now colleges are working in the online mode. Yesterday was the first day, so whatever the college could do by the office time, they did it. But today again they are going to adopt the same process, and very soon all the applications will be either approved or rejected with region. This is going to be done. We can't say time, because some student is selecting at 8 p.m. in the evening. How can the college approve that application right now? Because nobody is there in the office or at the home. So obviously it will take time, but definitely it will be answered. Either it will be approved or rejected within a span of 24 hours.
Sir, after
I hope it will solve your query.
That's good information. Akshit?
Yes.
Sorry, you have a follow-up?
Yes, I want to add one thing.
No, that was for Navneet. Navneet, do you have a follow-up?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, after the documents are verified, so what is the process of the payment of fees, and what after that?
Yeah, let me, Navneet,
all right.
once
I think I'm running out of time, gentlemen. So apologies for that. Navneet, what we can do is we can connect offline as well after this. And I think Akshit did answer that question. He said the website has lots of information available, and the DUSU website as well has lots of information and the help that they're providing for pressure. So do look into that. That's all the time we have for the moment.
I want to add just one point, for
sorry,
all the audience.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm running out of time here. I'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. We can come back and address. This information. In fact, we'll come back and talk about DU shortly and very soon. That's all we have for FYI today. We'll join you again tomorrow at 11:30. See you then.